We knew who we were playing. Some people will argue the best team in football right now in NFL. I thought our guys played hard from start to finish. We didn't always play smart football, and there's some mistakes we have to eliminate, but like the way they fought. Offensively, first offensive line. I thought offensive line did an excellent job. And of course, Damon Pierce did what he normally does, run hard. Just outstanding job. We got the running game going pretty good. The turnovers hurt. It's kind of as simple as that. I like what Philip Dorsett and Chris Moore did, stepping up. Teagan getting his first action, getting the touchdown. So there's a lot of good things, for us to like, from our offense. Defensively, I think they were 4 for 4 down in the red zone and take the ball away enough. But I like the way our guys fought. Jerry Hughes was, played this, the type of game he normally plays. He's going to play hard, and he's a legitimate outside rusher. Again, we did some good things, but wasn't enough. We wanted to get it to the second half and then see what we could do, and some of those critical plays really hurt us. But saw improvement in our ball club. It gives us, a lot of hope going forward. Take your question.
Lovie, after the trade deadline, after the Wrestling spoke to you, Brandon expressed his displeasure on social media. I know he's missed this game. Where do things stand with him? Do you have any hope that he will play for you again? And where is the status? And what things would happen?
Brandon will be back in the building tomorrow on the team.
On Wednesday and today was Brandon Cook's absence excused?
I told you last week he was excused for personal reasons. Part of the personal reason was some of the things that were going on. More coaching decision, didn't think that he was ready to play. When you don't practice through the week, I don't think you're ready to play during the game.
Hey, Coach, how would you best evaluate your team's defensive performance containing Jalen Hurts?
Thought the guys fought hard, statistically. When I talked about them getting touchdowns in the red zone, that really hurt. But we saw improvement, though. That's an excellent offensive team we just played. And we had a few guys, of course, in the front to steal out. Thought the guys fought hard, gave us a chance to win.
Lovie, when you say Brandon Cooks is here in the building tomorrow, do you expect him to play in the next game?
He's going to be in the building tomorrow. And everybody that's in the building on our football team, he'll be back on the team ready to go tomorrow.
Is he still team captain?
You know what, guys? I think we talked enough about Brandon in play, all right? I told you he'll be back in the building tomorrow. If you want to talk about the game, we can do that. And as far as the captain, we have two offensive captains each game. Today, LT was our captain. I thought he represented the team well.
Lovie, when you look at a guy like Teagan, who's been working back from coming off the IR, for him to get a big touchdown the way that he did, and for him to be able to be effective in the blocking, just how pleased are you with his progression from being on the IR to now working in with his first team offense? Very pleased.
We played a lot of rookies, and he was the last one, injury-wise, that we wanted to see. But we've seen some signs of that in practice. But, he can block. That's supposed to be a strong suit. So for his first, get his first catch, first touchdown, that was pretty big. But, we have 4 tight ends that we liked, and we were able to use all of them.
Lovie, how good was it to see Damien bounce back from the performance that he had last week to get over 130 yards versus tonight?
I can't remember a lot about last week, but what I remember is every time Damon has stepped on the field, same type of effort he gives. He's hard to stop. I wouldn't want to be a defensive back with him having a full head of steam running downhill. When I say just, continuing to go, keeping his legs moving the pile on what we want to be, running football team, physical running, attack. Our tailback is exactly it kind of says it all on what we would like to be. For that to happen, as I said, offensive line, I thought throughout the game, I thought we got good push. And, of course, we know what Troy Harrison is going to do, too. And I think I talked about Philip Dorsett and Chris Moore earlier, but outstanding job by them. In football, there are injuries and different reasons why guys don't play. It's always about the next guy stepping up. So it was good to see, those guys have that kind of game.
Lovie, what changes did you see offensively from last game to this, and where at this point is your confidence in Pat Hamilton as a play caller for you guys?
I like what, we're growing, each week. But first off, we were able to, we talk about starting fast. We haven't really started fast. The first and the fourth quarter, we haven't played our best ball. But to get that touchdown right away, Brooke, I thought that was big for us. And even throughout, you take away those turnovers, and I thought we had a game plan that would allow us to win the football game.
Lovie, when you look at the younger players such as Jalen and Derek, and now you added Teague and Christian Harris getting more extended reps, is it important for them to be on the field working with the first team unit because they are potentially the long-term future of this organization?
Well, that's secondary. They're on the football field because we think they give us the best chance to win. We start with that. Are they our future? Yes. And that you really get excited talking about all of the young players that we have that are contributing right now, getting better weekly.
Take these last two.
Lovie, you talk about the pressure that your defensive line was able to get on Jalen Hurts, and also the way that your defensive backs play.
Well, first off, Jalen Hurts, I made a statement this past week. I think he's improved maybe more than every player in the NFL. Outstanding player and he can throw the ball and he's mobile. He's a big guy to bring down, but led by Jerry, I thought they did a good job of keeping him, contained for the most part. That was a great play by him on that 3rd and long, that last draw that he ran. But great players make those type of plays. But like a lot of the things we were doing up front, and really the front seven.
Lovie, you're essentially at the midway point of the season. How do you evaluate the defense at this point? Especially in the run, how do you feel like you guys have addressed that today and moving forward?
Yeah, well, I think we know what the stats say right now. I look at our last effort. I thought we did a pretty good job against a pretty good offense today. So I see improvement. How do I judge? I kind of judge it based on our last game that we played. That's how I look at our football team. In the last game that we played against a very good football team, we had a chance, about as good a chance as any, besides the win that we had. Like the direction that we're going in all phases. That's what I would say about the evaluation of run defense and everything else. We're trending in the right way now.
Thanks, Coach.
Davis is coming. Questions?
Hey Davis, can you just talk about how great was it to see Davis Mills, what's his name? I'm John Blake right now. Go ahead, Brooks.
You're basically at the midway point of the season right now. How would you evaluate the offense, where it's at, and most recently on this game?
I think obviously the record is what it is, but I think we're at a good spot. Came and played arguably the best team in the league right now, and our guys battled, especially. Offensive lineup played really well up front. Run game was flowing all night long. Passing game, guys were making plays. Obviously, those 2 turnovers. I got to protect the ball better. Try to force some plays when I guess they weren't there, and just be smart with it. Puts our defense in a bad spot, but I think we're in a good spot. We're getting better each week. Just got to find a way to get over the hump and finish some games.
Hey Davis, can you talk about how great was it to see Dameon Pierce rush for a career high today, and along with that, how much does his ability actually open up the playbook for you guys?
Yeah, I've been saying it all year. The run game helps a lot with just the whole total offense, helping the pass game, and open up other runs. But Dameon, I don't even know if he thought it coming into this year how well he would do, but seeing how hard he works, it's not very surprising. He's putting good game after good game and continues to do it. Fight hard for extra yards, obviously. A lot of it goes, and he'll tell you too, to how well the offensive line's playing. And Troy at fullback opening up some holes. So I think it's a full effort, but I mean, can't deny his talent and his will to go out there and put up a bunch of yards every week.
Davis, can you talk about, without Brandon and without Nico, how some of your other wide receivers really stepped up for you tonight? And also your thoughts on Teagan in his first game, what he was able to do on that opening drive?
I think all the guys really stepped up and came to play today. People making plays had a really good game plan without those two. Obviously, having them out takes a little bit away of what we are capable of, but really confident in the guys that were able to step up. Really, the whole room was ready to go out there and play any position, so felt like we did well. They were getting open. And Teagan, his first career catch, I guess, was a touchdown. It was pretty cool for him. He's a true wide tight end. Helps a lot in the run game, and does a lot, surprisingly, in the passing game, because he's going to go and separate with his speed, and it catches people off guard how fast he is. So it's going to be exciting to see how he develops and keeps getting better each week.
Dave, can I ask how in particular not having Brandon out there maybe change things? I don't know if negatively, I just want to put words, how it changed things.
I don't know if it changes too much. I know a lot of defenses probably, when they see 13 out there, circle him and try to find ways to double him. So maybe that might have worked a little bit to our advantage, but I mean, not having him out there, he's a threat on every play. He's going to make a play. But I think the guys who were able to fill his role, kind of the main guy right now, Philip Dorsett, was able to step into that position and make some plays, and we had some of those plays that we had scripted for Brandon this past week. When we realized he wasn't going to be in, Philip was able to take over those roles and go out there and make some plays.
Is there anything you said to him before that, knowing that he would be used in some of those plays in replacing Brandon?
I wouldn't say anything in particular. I mean, we're all extremely confident in his ability, and it's good that he knows he's going to go out there and make plays. And I mean, I think it puts us in a good spot for the rest of the season that we have a lot of guys in that room who are going to contribute into big roles.
Davis, at what point this week did you know that Kirk's wasn't going to be a part of the game plan?
Later in the week, probably similar to pretty much you guys. It was a day-by-day thing, and I think it's going to be good because we'll have him back starting tomorrow, so it should be good for the rest of the season.
Lovie told us that, for him to be back, how do you expect that will help the offense again, or how do you all approach that, what he can mean to the team again?
Yeah, it'll be great. He's one of the leaders on this football team. Obviously, his talent and playmaking ability speaks for itself, and it's going to be exciting to have him back for the rest of the year.
David, you guys scored 14 points in the first half. What do you think you guys need to do in order to stay consistent on the offensive side of the ball and continue putting points up on the board?
Just go out there, keep straining to sustain drives, limit penalties, and limit turnovers. And if we do that, I think we can play with anyone.
Last one, Coach.
And we get into the midway point of the season. How would you best evaluate your performance so far this year?
It's hard to think too much. Obviously, I got to see the film from this past game, but my goals are just to continue getting better each week, protect the football. Could have been better at that tonight with the turnovers, but continue leading the guys on offense and just go out there and do my job and try to find ways to get the ball out on the edge to playmakers.
All right. Thanks, Davis.
Cool. Thanks.